Hello and welcome to your new moon in Taurus pick a pile, or rather not so much pick a pile as we use your rising and moon sign this time to see which pile is for you. That's also why you see 4 different oracle decks in the piles here. But first of all, the new moon in Taurus. What does it even mean? Taurus asks us to come home to our values, to slow down, to root deep and choose what's worth growing, even if it takes time, right? Taurus is all about a stable, grounded energy. Today's message will help you align with the kind of abundance your soul is ready to receive. It's not forced, not rushed, but just ripe. The energy is just here for you. Why are we focusing on the moon and the rising? Because the rising is your mask to the outer world and more in tune what's currently happening, because the sun sign is the stable core of yourself. And I am looking for current energies. Well, that's also why I'm mentioning the moon sign, because we're starting with a new moon for this reading. So it's something about a shorter cycle in time. Let's have a look at the piles now. Here we have fire on the left, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, moon and rising. This is water, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, moon and rising. Here we have air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is the deck Queen of the Sun as the oracle deck. They all have the same tarot and oracle cards underneath, but the top card is different for each element. For the water signs, we have messages from the mermaids. For air, we have the Cosmic Dancer oracle. And the moon sign are getting the Queen of the Moon deck. And the earth signs are getting the Queen of the Moon deck. So my dear fire signs, card A, current energy. For aligned abundance, what wants to flourish in you? This is the Knight of Wands, and this is just screaming fire. Your current energy is blazing with momentum. The Knight of Wands is talking about bold movement, a hunger to chase what excites you, to live louder, bigger, freer, and you are currently feeling a call of inspiration. And there's a part of you saying, why not now? But there's also a tension. The card can also speak of acting without full alignment or acting to the brink of burnout. Are you chasing something because it's truly yours, or are you chasing it because it's fast and something in reach for you, basically? Which brings us to the next part. What wants to flourish? We have the 6 of Cups and the 8 of Wands. Again, fire for my fire signs. With the 8 of Wands here, the energy is coming in fast and hot. Probably in the next 10 days is what's plopping up in my mind. Something or someone might be showing up suddenly to remind you of who you were before the world told you who to be. And that is your abundance, the version of you that was unfiltered, full of wonder, and the universe is moving pieces together to reclaim that. Because the Six of Cups is like the childhood nostalgia card and the throwback to who you once were. And that is the abundance you need to be. You need to call back into your life, like the old version of yourself that was full of these wonders. In part, what to release. I do not have a tarot card, but I have the Soul Truth Oracle deck. That's why it is hidden under here. So, what to release in the next weeks? What boundaries need to be created or strengthened within my relationships? So, basically, you need to release codependency. To create more healthy boundaries, we must first get in tune with our own needs, desires, and feelings, and believe we are worthy of them. In your relationships, it's essential to know where they end and where you begin. When we separate our energy from others, we gain clarity about what we really want. Then we stop doing things that no longer align with ourselves. If you're an empath, you can still be compassionate towards others without taking on their stuff. It is safe to trust that you are not here to fix anyone. The mantra for you is, I have everything I need within me now, and so do they. I am worthy of my needs and I set boundaries based on what's best for me. I love that for the release part. Then we have the abundance part. Abundance activation. And you got as an action, sync with the moon. So you are being called to honor the lunar timing, not just fiery, fiercey action. That means pausing to reflect during the waning moon, setting intentions at the new moon, like right now, right? And releasing what no longer fits you during the full moon. And I would say try syncing a creative or emotional cycle to the moon's rhythm this month, and let your fire move in phases, not just flare ups and flare down, but try to move in a little bit longer cycle than you sometimes do with your fire. And the last card for my fire signs. Soul, welcome. Rise like the sun, welcome new visitors and new ways. Travel. Consistency is key to completing a lengthy project. Be open to awe and wonder. This basically says the universe is not just opening the door, it's holding it wide open. Step into this new cycle like you were always meant to be seen, with all the parts that you have hidden for way too long. You are your own abundance. So my wonderful water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Moon and Rising. Let's have a look at your pile. First, current energy for aligned abundance, what wants to flourish in you. You have two cards here. The Star and the High Priestess. You not only have two cards, you have two major arcanas, and you have such an wonderful combination here The current energy is living in two worlds, the vibrant clarity of joy and the still waters of intuition. There's a sense here that your soul knows what feels right, knows what is real, and knows what is yours, even if you haven't fully voiced it yet, or so your soul haven't fully voiced it yet. This is not a time for noise or loud actions. It's a time to trust the quiet spark, the quiet glow that's been growing inside of you. You're ready to move into a season where your inner knowing and outer expression match. The next placement is what wants to flourish in you, and for that you got one card. The Two of Wands. The card is a reminder that your intuition has already mapped the road. It's time to pick a path and walk it. No more just standing at the window imagining the view. You're ready to step forward even if you don't have a clear roadmap yet. It's standing at a threshold, holding the dream in your hands, but you still need to choose what comes next. Like, what wants to flourish in you is a direction, a clearer path ahead. And that goes beautiful with the card for what to release. And for this card, you are asked to face the truth. Are you willing to do what your intuition already told you? Sometimes we receive the message, but we don't act on it, right? So, you are on the edge of something great. Can you feel it? Yes, there's risk, uncertainty, and imperfections ahead. Failure is certain, and vulnerability is a requirement. You must be brave and trust yourself more than ever before. You will reach the dream, but you must stretch yourself into a whole new level of belief and willingness in order to move forward with courage. Be brave, follow your heart's compass, and lift the lid on your own dreams. Today's mantra is, it's possible. The next card is the Abundance Activation. Which act or activity should you do to call this abundance in? And here you got abundance planning. Well, thank you, Captain Obvious. So, the activation for you is time to make a plan, one that's infused with purpose, and the card invites you to organize your money, your time, your energy in a way that it reflects your values and in a way that is aligned with your end goal. You don't need to know the how of everything, but you need to know the why behind your next step. And you already have the insight. You need to bring structure in to support it. And your closing card and the elemental card from the messaging of the mermaids is discernment. Discernment is a reminder that not all opportunities are aligned. Not every yes is a soul level yes. And abundance flows toward you, and it will, but you need to choose carefully. You're not here to do it all. You're here to do what's true to you. There is empowerment in choosing less, in choosing right. So looking at all these cards together, it is a time to honor your knowing, to speak your truth, and to build with intention. Let joy and intuition lead the way. and action hold your hand. Hello, my air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, rising or moon. Your pile for aligned abundance, what wants to flourish in you. In the position of the current energy, we have the world. Your current energy is about completion. The world shows us that a cycle is wrapping up, not with chaos, but with clarity. And you have done the work, you have collected the lessons, and now something inside you is ready to be seen in full. You're not in bits and pieces. You're ready to live with the whole version of yourself. So let's see what wants to flourish. 7 of Swords. It's a bit hard to see, like the swords are here in the sphere, basically. What's ready to grow in you is honesty, especially with yourself. The reversed 7 of Swords is saying no more hiding, no more second guessing your worth, your timing, your motives. You're being asked to move differently now, not through strategy or performance, but through transparency. Let's see what you need to release. The fear of being seen. Am I afraid to be seen? The world doesn't want you to hold back any longer. Time to shine your unique light on the world. You are made from love, and from love you are whole. There is no more hiding, there is no more shame, there is only truth. Live naked and free. What parts of me do I hide so I can be socially accepted and fit in? Am I being authentic? Do I allow myself to be all of me? What do I need to feel so I can be safe to be seen? Journal your answers. That brings us to the aligned action for abundance activation. Your action card is Build Strength. To step into aligned abundance, that is your call. Building strength, not just resilience, but presence. The card is about staying rooted, not to shrink away when things get too real. Building strength means saying no, means setting boundaries, means showing up to a conversation, a moment, without a mask and trusting that you are enough. Let's see what the oracle cards have for you, and you got 2. Flow with divine timing and honor the process. Your final message in this pile is a loving one. This is the reminder this isn't a race. There's a process unfolding that's deeper than you can see, even if your delays, doubts, detours, they all serve a purpose. And this new moon reminds you, you don't have to rush your way into the life that is meant for you. Let it meet you in the moment you're truly ready. You are not late, you are arriving. So your abundance comes through honesty, visibility, and timing. Let the world see you, not the version you think it wants, but the one you are. Hello, my earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, rising and moons. Your aligned abundance, what wants to flourish in your reading. On the position for the current energy, we have the King of Wands. That energy is powerful in a quiet way. The King of Wands isn't loud. He is certain. It's the part of you that has a vision and that knows how to lead and that senses you are meant for more. But even with all this potential, there is a sense of holding back, of standing in the doorway, so to say. The king doesn't ask for permission. The king needs alignment to move forward. So let's see what wants to flourish. Interesting. So we have the Five of Cups and the Hanged Man here. This is about emotional healing that makes room for expansion. The Five of Cups is talking about something that didn't work, that was lost, or that left a scar on you. And the Hanged Man reminds you that this perspective has basically become your pause point, and you've suspended in this moment long enough to gain the wisdom you needed to gain, and now it's time to shift again, to see that not all is lost, and that sometimes behind grief and sorrow there is a doorway you forgot it existed. So the abundance wanting to grow in you is renewed trust in life, in yourself, and the possibility that it's not too late. You don't have to stay in grief to honor what happened. You can move forward and begin again. Let's see what you need to release to be able to move forward. Do I believe I am worthy? That question is basically your turning point in practice. Like, do you believe you are worthy of good things that come without punishment, without providing, without pain? So many of us learn to equate worth with work, especially earth signs. This new moon says, what if your next chapter is meant to be received, not earned? You don't have to suffer to deserve. You don't have to be perfect to receive. You are worthy. You are deserving. You are loved. Start seeing the divine beauty within you and go out and claim the life you have dreamt up. Your crown has been bought and paid for. Put it on your head and wear it. For a big goal or dream you have, ask yourself, do I feel worthy of this? And your mantra is, of course, I am worthy of it all. Let's see what aligned action to take to call this in. No action. Be still. Your activation is stillness. That feels counterintuitive with the King of Wands fire burning, but it's the pause again in the Hangman, that you reclaim your clarity. Be still by stop doing what drains you and let your energy settle, let the noise fall away, and then see what's left standing. That is your true desire. Let's see what the Oracle card has for you. Yes. Self-reflection. The final message is an invitation to look at yourself through reverence, not through shame or delay, but through reverence, see how far you've already come. Really see and acknowledge what you have survived, who you are beneath the striving. Self-reflection isn't a trap, it's a grounding ritual, especially for earth signs. It's the soil where your next abundance takes root. So your aligned abundance starts with the sacred truth: you are already worthy. Let the fire lead you, the stillness hold you, and the past become your teacher, not your anchor. And that is the Tarotscope for this moon cycle. Thank you so much for watching. If you want your own reading, I do have a coffee shop that is linked in the description where you can get your own personal reading. And please sub if you like the content. That's what I have for today. Bye.